Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here again. If this is your first time here, my name is Dami Fadira. If you're a returning subscriber, you already know the drill. Yeah, it's good to have you back on this channel. And basically, if you do not already know, on this channel I just share my experiences and my life as an international student that lives here in the UK. Yeah, so if that's what you are interested in, please make sure you like, share, subscribe to this channel because you're getting all of the gist and all of the good stuff about studying here. Okay guys, the last time I recorded a video, I talked to you guys about like my experience like renewing my passport. My experience renewing my passport, and I want you guys to know that till now I've not gotten it. I'm still waiting, and I paid for like the priority service, that's like the fast track, and still I've not gotten it, which is very annoying because I'm like, okay, so it's like 2 weeks now and still I've not gotten the passport. So what's the essence of that paying extra money? Anyway, I decided not to stress myself about it. I hope that by next time or by next week when I drop another video, by then I'll have my passport with me and I'll definitely let you guys know about it. So if you're coming from Nigeria, this is from Nigerian subscribers. If you're coming from Nigeria and your passport is like a year like to the expiry date, I would suggest or advise strongly that you get it renewed before coming here. Like, it's better for you to pay extra in Nigeria and save yourself the stress than coming here, wasting money, wasting time, especially if you're never living in London or like close proximity to London. So yeah, anyway, so today I have something interesting to talk to you guys about, and it's something that I think I've had a lot of people come to meet me to ask me questions, and I felt like it was high time I talked about it before, because a lot of people will be resuming uni very soon, and the way things are just skyrocketing, it's just best for people to prepare their minds before just making like very should I say very big decision, if that makes sense. So without further ado, let's dive into the video. Alright guys, so before we proceed, should I have recorded this thing 3 good times? I mean, this is even the 4th time or 5th time, I don't even know. But let's just dive into it. So the main gist is I have worked for years. I want to come and study in the UK, but I realized that what I have is not sufficient to keep me or to help me pay my tuition and also help me with my living expenses. What should I do? Is it possible for me to work part-time and also make like money to pay my tuition? Is it possible? Now, one thing you should know is that studying here is very expensive. I mean, studying in the UK is a lot of money. The British pound is like the highest currency in the world, I think. And no matter where you're coming from, you have to spend more money than you usually spend to come and study here. Except your parents have so much money or you have so much money, then you probably don't have a problem. But coming here is very expensive. Now, let's say you've gotten lucky, you've been able to pay the first advance payment. You made that payment, and the only thing you need to do is pay the rest of your tuition. So your tuition is 14k. You've paid 4,000. You're left with 10,000 pounds to pay. Now, lots of universities have different payment plans and options. So one thing you should first do is ensure that whatever payment plan and option the university you want to go as is flexible enough for you. Oh no, the first point would be actually make sure you don't go for something that is more than your pocket. I mean, if you know that you cannot afford a school of 18k, please find the one of 14k or 12k that will still give you good enough education and also good life and get your certificate. That's the main thing, because you don't want to go to a school of 18k, 20k, 25k, and at the end you can't even afford the tuition. Then you're in the position where you cannot attend class, you can't have access to modules and stuff like that because you've not paid your tuition. So now one thing you should know first is that international students are allowed to pay to work only 20 hours a week. So most of the time the average earning is always like £10, 9.50-ish per hour. So give or take, you're earning 200 in a week. In a month you're earning 800, and I won't lie to you, sometimes you might not even get up to the 20 hours shifts. You might get 16 hours, you might get 18 hours in a week. So at the end you might never get up to 200, but let's just say you get 200 in a week. In a month you get £800. So your tuition is left with 10,000 pounds, and you're lucky to get a university that allows you to pay in 6 installments. But 6 installments means that you're paying maybe 1,500, 1,800 pounds for 6 months consecutively. How do you want to go about it when you earn only 800 pounds? How do you want to go about paying your school fees or your tuition, paying for your rent, your food, upkeep, all of those things with that money? It's hard. It's almost impossible. In fact, let's realistic. It's not possible, because 800, you're already like short of another like almost 1,000 pounds. So my advice basically, I would say that if you get the chance, if you can try to get a job with the NHS. Now this is because, number one, the NHS, they pay more. In fact, in the weekend you can get up to like 20 pounds or more in like per hour for your shifts that you do. Number two, the shifts are longer. Number three, you can work more than 20 hours as a student if you work directly with the NHS. So if you work as a doctor, as a nurse, or paramedic, all of those things, then you can work more than 20 hours, which means that you will earn more money. And the reason why you can work more than 20 hours is because of the pandemic. Now, I don't know if it's going to remain, if the law is going to remain, but it still stands. So yeah. So if you can try to do that, then you can work more hours, earn more money, and maybe be able to support yourself by paying your tuition and also your living expense. The first advice I would give you, that's even before you come here, if you can try to get a loan from a student loan from all these loan societies, microfinance bank, that will allow you to spread your payments within like 2-3 years, then that's good for you, because then you can work and pay in small bits. So for example, if you lend like 10,000 pounds, then you can split the payments into 2-3 years, which will be much more flexible for you, if you understand. Which is still almost difficult, but it's still much more flexible, because you will be having to pay like 200 pounds to 50 each, depending on the calculation or the agreement you have with the loan society. Number two, if you can try your possible best to get a scholarship. Now, scholarships are not really taken seriously, because you're like, this stress. Trust me, I was very lazy about it. I wish I had utilized my grade very well and like worked really hard. I probably have gotten a scholarship and I will not have to stress about living expenses or even tuition at all, to like whatever. So if you can try, if you have like very good grades, or at least even not I at it, but good enough, you can still try, write exams if you need to, write certifications and things that will boost your your profile and everything, because then it's easier for you. Because if you get, even if it's partial scholarship, then you know that you just have a little more to pay, or just sort out and stuff like that. So if you can try to work towards getting a scholarship, then go for it. The third thing I would say is that when you come here, if you can try to live with your friends or family. Now, a lot of people get lucky and they're able to pay the first half of their tuition, and they have left with the second half, and because of that, the university can give them like more time to pay. Let's say, for example, if your tuition is 12,000 and you've paid like, let's say 7,000, 8,000, your school might give you the opportunity to pay the next tuition in like 6 months. So if you have that kind of grace, then what you can do, if you have friends or family that can let you stay with them for that period of time, then stay with them. I know it might be really hard because you don't want to inconvenience people, or you want your own space and independence. But for now, if you can do that, then live with them for that period of time and try to work as much as you can to make money in that period. Then pay your tuition, and you can start living independently, because then you don't have any debts whatsoever to pay. Another point that I have here is that if you can try to look for schools that are much more affordable and also have like good ranking. I know that it's really hard to find schools with good ranking and the affordability and the rank in the same space, but if you try to search, you might get lucky to find that. Make sure you just don't put yourself in a tight position. If you see that maybe the next intake might be very difficult for you to like start with the money you're supposed to pay and everything, then if you can maybe defer your admission and try to work as more as you can, before the next intake, then at least you'll be able to save some money. Also, try to not save your money in your country's currency. If you can try to save it in dollars is always, you know, always going up, if that makes sense. So at least regardless of where it is, you're still in a safe spot and stuff. So I hope that answered your question. I didn't say yes, I didn't say no, but I hope that whatever pointers I have given you would, you know, help you make more informed decision as regards, you know, coming here, because you don't want to be in a tight position. I can tell you, you do not want to be you don't want to be in a position where your school is sending you emails, because at the point where you've not paid what you're supposed to pay, then you start getting emails, and eventually you can get to the immigration, and from there it will affect you. And no one wants to be in that position, because you already told the immigration officer that, okay, yes, so I have the money to pay my school fees and also want to take care of myself for 9 months. So if you cannot pay, that means you've misrepresented, which is a problem. So yeah, I hope that's been really helpful. Honestly, this, I don't know, I'd recorded it a couple of times and it wasn't recorded, and it was so awful, but it's all good. Anything for you guys. I hope that I've been able to help you guys, you know, sit down and make decisions. Also, there's something I heard about, that's international student law, but I don't think it applies to the UK. I'm not sure, because I tried to check it and I didn't say anything about the UK. It's more of the US and Canada. So I don't know. If you've heard about it, please leave a comment down below. If it's going to apply to the people in the UK, please leave a comment down below so people can, you know, follow suit. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. If you've not subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe. Please like this video, please share, comment with your friends, share with your family, and anyone that you feel like is going to be helpful to. And if you have any questions or clarification, please leave me a message in my DMs. I would respond as fast as I can. If it's in the comment section also, because then it's be helpful and useful to other people, please leave a comment and I'll respond as soon as I see the message or the question. Yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Have a good day, enjoy the rest of your week. I hope you have a very fruitful week. I love you guys.